Hello everyone, Arlisha here and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be doing something extra special and taking a look at a Scrawlrbox. This is an art subscription box, and this one is particularly special because I had the opportunity to be the featured artist for this box. So this is the May 2022 box, and if you are subscribed to Scrawlrbox, you've probably already gotten your box. You can see I've technically already opened this one, and I lost the candy. It was in there, I took everything out, and then I lost it, and I found it yesterday and I ate it. So this box does come with a candy, but I ate it already. Okay, anyway, this box is extra special for a couple of reasons you may already be seeing. I had the opportunity to curate this box, so select most of the supplies, and the featured artwork is mine. And for me, the most exciting part about this box is it's the world's first introduction to my custom color with Peerless watercolors. It was truly an honor getting to work with Peerless watercolors on this box, as I got to select the colors in the pack as well as give input on the majority of the supplies here. And this project has kind of been a long time coming. I have also today to share with you the process for this painting, and I've been holding on to the footage for a long time. I actually painted this piece that's featured as the print for this month. I painted the piece back in March of last year, so it's been over a year since I painted this piece for this box. So we've been working on getting things together and getting things going for a long time, and it's so exciting and a bit surreal to have the box in my hands now and to get to share it with all of you. I'm really excited, and I'm excited for you to get to at least briefly see my custom color, Arlie's Opera. I've been working with Dalton from Peerless Watercolors for a while to get this color just right, and I wanted it to be a bright sort of corally opera color, something a little bit warmer than what you might expect from an opera or opera rose, and I'm really pleased with how the color turned out. I can't wait to share more about it, and hopefully soon I'll be able to share with you how you can get this color if you didn't get the Scrawlrbox. Scrawlrbox does make their boxes available for purchase like after each month subscription, so you will be able to purchase May's box from their website if you're interested. When selecting Peerless colors to go into this little palette, this set, I wanted to specifically focus on colors that were very useful to me and the way I like to paint, but also colors that I thought separated really beautifully. So that's why for the swatches, I will make a swatch and then do a second line across of just water, so you can kind of see a little bit of how the colors spread. I was really happy to get to choose the colors, and this mechanical pencil is my favorite mechanical pencil to use. I was using it exclusively for a long time for all of my sketches for paintings, as I just really enjoy it. It's comfortable and easy to use. I also usually focus on hot press paper, so there is a hot press paper in this set. I will say that this is more textured than I'm used to seeing for hot press papers, and the brush itself, I think the only thing I contributed to the brush that's included in this set is the size, which is just a size 8. As far as the brush type and the bristles, that was a complete surprise to me. I honestly wasn't sure exactly what brush they would include, and I think that this brush would be really great for working with gouache, as the bristles are really springy and they keep a nice point, but I don't really like it for watercolors. So you may have noticed when I was swatching that I used the brush for like the first swatch and then immediately switched to one that I like better, that's softer and holds a bit more water. For the painting itself, it was of course painted using Peerless watercolors, and it's really fun for me to look back on this painting process for something that I painted over a year ago, and to see just kind of the headspace that I was in, the way that I approached the painting, and it's really, really fun to look back on. One thing of note in this painting process is that at the time of painting this piece, I actually didn't have my custom color yet, so that's the only color from the set that was not included in this painting process just because I didn't have it yet. But again, in the future, I'm hoping to dedicate a bit more time to talking about that custom color. This was just a little bit of a sneak preview, and if you have the box, I would love to hear what you think about it. There will be more information about that hopefully coming soon. At the very least, I will make a separate video in the future showcasing that color a bit more so you can see it in action. The painting process working with Peerless watercolors is always a little bit different from working with my other watercolors. First of all, the colors are so vibrant and so saturated that it's really fun to just embrace that and allow the colors to kind of do what they want to do. I also love that they spread and behave a bit more like inks, in that when the colors spread, they separate. So you can see in the red areas of the face, I had mixed together a red color and a bit of yellow. And then when the color spreads on wet paper, you can see those colors separate, or especially around the edge of the washes, it gets a bit more yellow. And that's such a unique feature to the Peerless watercolors. It's one of my favorite things about working with them, is the unique ways that the paints spread and interact with each other. I'm doing something in this painting that I don't usually do, which is focusing a lot on rendering one area at a time. So I did some loose washes, but then I jumped right into the individual eyes because I knew those were going to be the focal points. And I have to be a bit more mindful about how I layer with Peerless watercolors because it's easy to reactivate layers underneath if you go over areas too many times. It's not impossible, of course, to layer them, but I do have to think a bit more carefully about my process and make some adjustments. My thought process shifted so much while I was working on this painting. When I painted the eyes, I absolutely loved this painting. I was so excited about it, and I was really happy with how it was going. And then when I first looked at the finished painting, it felt, I don't know, a bit like something was missing, like there was just a bit too much open space and I wasn't too sure about it. And then of course the process of curating and making the box and getting everything done took a while, so it was a while before I saw the painting again. And then coming back to it closer to when we were wrapping everything up for the box, I was like, oh no, I need to repaint this. It's been a year, I can absolutely do better. And I did another painting and liked it even less, and it was helpful because it made me realize the things about this painting that I appreciated so much. I really love the gradient in the skin tone from the cheeks down towards the chin. I really love that, and there's just a lot of things about this painting. I think it captures a lot of the looseness that I tend to work with, and the colors and the atmosphere that I usually strive for. So ultimately, I was able to look back on it and go, you know what, I do really like certain things about this piece. And when I tried to paint a new version of it, I was able to see the things that were missing from this piece that I actually really liked. The original is pretty large. I did this on, I think, a 12-inch by 18-inch pad of hot press paper, and I like working at this size because it allows for those big loose brush strokes that are pretty essential to how I like to work. I think the only thing I didn't mention that's included in the box is the kneaded eraser, which is really an essential tool for me. Usually I will sketch with something like the mechanical pencil in the box, and then the kneaded eraser I will use to lighten my sketch. I have to have a kneaded eraser because it's a great way to lighten a sketch before painting without disrupting the paper. So I can just dab my kneaded eraser onto my watercolor paper and I don't have to worry about the paper pilling or getting damaged. So I was really happy to get to include that in the box. look at all of the supplies we were able to include, I just feel really proud, and I'm really happy that I get to look back on this experience as something that I got to contribute in a way that I could share myself and my process and supplies that I really love with other artists. And opening up that Scrawlrbox, like the little magazine, and seeing like my interview and my face and my art in there, it's really a surreal experience, and this feels like a special achievement for me. So I'm really grateful to Scrawlrbox and to Peerless Watercolors for the opportunity to be a part of something that, you know, I've been seeing Scrawlrbox and unboxing videos for years now. So getting to be a part of it feels really, really special. So please do let me know if you have received this box and what you think about the supplies inside. I would love to hear from you. As always, a huge thank you to my members here on YouTube and my patrons on Patreon. I'm so grateful for all of your support, and you're welcome to check out either of those platforms if you're interested in supporting me and this channel further. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. This has been a really exciting one for me, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye bye.